What's up? What it do, my guys and my gals and my everyone? How you doing? It's been a hot minute, but we're back and it's cool and it's fine. We're just gonna breeze past it. I know most of my other ones most of my other videos rather have been like Seoul specific and traveling to South Korea, and I can totally keep going with that. But I wanted to like switch gears a little bit, and kind of talk about like, do you deserve to travel? Do you deserve to leave your home and like go somewhere for a hot minute, Because I think some of us, I know I personally have a hard time like kind of differentiating like what I want versus what I deserve. So if you're looking for confirmation, if you're like, I kind of want to go somewhere, but like I have bills to pay and I have this and I have that and I have like da 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 da, like all these other things. Like if you're looking for confirmation, like this is it. This is me telling you like you absolutely deserve to take that vacation. You absolutely deserve to like take some time and do whatever you want to do, whether that's travel or go somewhere or see something. Like this is confirmation saying yes, do it. Yes, do it because you deserve to do that, right? Like, but I also want to be conscious when I say that because I think that there's a difference between what you want and what you deserve. And I think if you're under the assumption that you deserve something, be unapologetic about it, right? Like, no, I deserve to take that vacation because I've been working 40 hours a week, like nonstop. I've always had two jobs. Like, I need a break. Like, if you've been putting in the work, then by all means, I think you deserve it, right? But then when we start talking about what you want, like, I want to take a vacation, but I have $10,000 in debt. Or I want to take a vacation, but if I take a vacation, I'm going to end up having to leave my college courses a little bit earlier because spring break is a week, but I want to go for 10 days instead of 7, right? Like, I think it ends up being a balancing game. So, of course, I think if you deserve something, then be completely unapologetic about it. But I want you to also be conscious when you start planning and preparing for these things because the reality is that, like, everything costs money, and the decision that you choose to go somewhere or do something is going to impact something else, right? And for me, I can only speak on myself because that's what I have the most knowledge about. I choose to take vacations and go places and see things because I think I deserve it, right? Like, and I don't mean it to say like I don't want you to get the impression that like, oh well, Crystal, like you're always going somewhere, you're always going places, like you must make bank, you must make money. Like, no, nope, your girl like works a 40-hour week job, graduated college a few years ago, like we're talking starting salaries type, right? Like I'm not rolling in money. I'm not rolling in dough. Your girl now works in nonprofit. Like I was in financial services, but don't get it twisted. Like I was not an investor. Like I'm not rolling in money, but I have the flexibility and the capability to differentiate what I want to do and how I want to spend my money. And a lot of it, to be honest, also for full transparency, comes from living with other people. I don't live on my own, so that's a huge expense that I'm not making because I'm saving all that money. I'm retaining that money to be able to spend nights in hotels and things like that, right? So again, when you talk about what you want versus what you deserve, like that kind of plays into it. Again, it's a balancing act. Do you want to take a vacation? Sure, but if your goal is to move out, all I'm saying is maybe rethink it. Again, I'm always going to say you deserve to take that vacation. You deserve to live for yourself. If that's what you want to do and how you want to choose to spend your time, by all means do it. By all means do it because we love to see it. And of course, I'm going to support someone who wants to live their life, live your life, and however you want to do it, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Again, if you're looking for confirmation, as in like, should I take that trip? This is it. Take that trip. Do that thing you've always wanted to do. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go off. Go off. One of the other things that I wanted to like bring up in terms of like the want versus need, deserve type discussion is when you do things, and it doesn't necessarily just apply to traveling, but you have to be fully conscious and acknowledge your spending habits, especially if we're talking about traveling, right? Because you got to spend money for hotels and accommodations and getting there and food and like everything. So again, with the what you want versus what you deserve, like of course everyone, I would assume, would love to stay at the best hotel whatever city or town or state or location has to offer, right? Like 5-star hotels, like everything catered, like valet parking type energy, you feel me? I would want that. But to be realistic, right? Like, again, I don't make money like that. I don't make money like that. The other thing, too, especially when we talk about hotels, is to be very conscious, because I have heard and I have learned that if you stay at better quality hotels that you are not typically used to, you will never go back. You will never go back, right? Like, when I was younger, I would stay a lot of like Motel 6s, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We love balling on a budget. If anyone knows that, I know that. We love balling on a budget. But now that I have made my own money and I can spend it how I want to, I have stopped staying at Motel 6s and I've started staying at nicer hotels, and I refuse to go back, right? And that's a price that I have to be conscious of when I'm going and traveling and planning out what I want to do. So, do you want to stay at a really, really nice hotel? Like, of course. Do you deserve to? Are you willing to know that once you stay at a nice hotel, you're never going to stay anywhere else, right? Like, again, it's a balancing game that you have to decide. I say go for it, but it's up to you, right? Like, I can't tell you how to live your life. I can give you suggestions. I can say, oh, well, maybe you should consider this option over this option, but like, you have to figure that out. And if there's anything I can do to help you figure that out, like, please let me know. I'd like to think that we're on the same boat, right? Like, we're just trying to live, my guy. You feel me? Like, there's a lot of shit going on. Shit's crazy. And we're just trying to live. And it's hard to find that balance. And I think balance is just going to be the key word of this video. So, like, if there are any other words that you would like me to use, please let me know, because balance, I'm just going to keep saying it. But, like, balance is going to be everything versus what you want versus what you deserve. Again, if you're looking for confirmation, do you deserve to take that trip? Go ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. If that's all you needed to hear, if that's all you want to hear, take that trip. Go off, have fun, live your life. You have any questions, you already know where to find me. That's all I wanted. I appreciate you, as always. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. I will literally respond to all of them. I hope you know that. Cool. Till next time.